Hey, everybody. I'm Hillary Atkin from the Atkin Report, and I'm absolutely delighted to welcome Josh Blue from America's Got Talent to this edition of Hillary's Happy Hour. Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, Hillary. How are you?
Really good, and I'm thrilled to have you. You have wowed the judges at AGT from the beginning with your audition, your unique brand of comedy, Josh, especially Howie and Simon. But what was it like for you going out on that stage compared to all the other stages you've been on?
Well, like I've been saying for a while now, this is the biggest stage in the world right now. There's no bigger audience that I can think of, and I just love making people laugh, and this is such an opportunity to get me to do it. I love, like I said, I just love telling jokes, and I love seeing people smile and have fun and kind of forget about the woes for a little bit. As you know, the world the last year and a half or 2 years have been quite a mess. So it's just nice to bring some happiness to people for a change.
Completely, Josh. And you do that, but you're also no stranger to competitions. You won NBC's Last Comic Standing more than a decade ago. And now
Yeah.
you're among the small group of contestants moving forward on AGT. But how did it feel to get the support of America's vote?
Yeah, I mean, last comic standing was 16 years ago, and there's nothing like the feeling of having the love and support. Like everywhere I go, people are just like, "Hey, man, we're rooting for you. You got our vote," and it's just like it's such an exhilarating and really just a cool feeling to again feel that push behind me of people just so grateful to be laughing again, and the support is unbelievable.
That's fantastic to hear. And, Howie really put it in a nutshell when he said, you provided laughter that is the best medicine for these times. But tell us, how did you initially decide to get into comedy and how did you hone your craft?
I actually started very young. I started in college is when I first found stand up. I didn't really know it was a thing that you could do for a career. I mean, I saw people do stand up, but when you're younger, you're like, that's not really a job path, but turns out it is. Much to the dismay of my parents. No, I'm just kidding. My parents have always been very supportive of me in this too, but um, I've just been very fortunate that ever since I've started doing stand up, I just have had the gift of being funny and turning it on.
I was back in Denver last week, walking down the street. This lady come up to me. I think it's so inspirational that you're out. I was like, I'm on my way to the liquor store. I got $8 burning a hole in my pocket. I was at a restaurant with a bunch of friends, and the server went around the table and took everybody's order. And then when they got to me, they're like, and what will he have? My buddy was like, I'm guessing a talk with your manager. Free dinner. Oh, he's genius. I love it. Thank you. This is the best Make-A-Wish ever. Thank you.
I live a funny life, so basically what you're seeing on stage isn't that far from my reality of day-to-day life. So,
Josh,
and
in your last act, I loved how you incorporated the press here button for the door when you were demonstrating going up the ramp and saying you were, that whole bit about being on a date and using the ramp. It was so funny. But I have to mention another classic AGT moment of yours during that set when you said everyone was one step away from joining the disabled, and you specifically alluded to Simon's bicycle accident. Were you
Yep.
at all concerned about his reaction to that, what it was going to be?
You know, over the years being disabled, I've experienced some cruelty. And whenever somebody's mean about disability, what I think they don't realize is that the disabled community is the largest minority group on the planet because they pile us all together. So if you're blind, get in the pile. If you're deaf, help the blind guy find the pile. You got one leg? Hop on. All right, I'll stop. All right, that's too far. I understand, too far. But whenever people are being mean about disability, what I think they don't realize is not only are we the largest minority group, but we're also the only minority group that you can join at any time. That's right. You're just one bad bike ride away. Ain't that right, Simon? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
You know what? I really just knew that it was going to be a hit, whether he liked it or not. I knew it was going to be a hit with everybody else. And I feel like Simon maybe doesn't get his chops busted enough as, I think people are a little bit afraid of him. And I felt like it was just like a fun thing to just feel like, look, man, you're part of the joke too. This may be your show, but I'm coming for your spot.
Everybody loved it. And then he said you were naughty. Do you agree with that assessment?
I mean, I think that might be a very tame word for me. Naughty. I'm being very restrained on the show. Let's just say that. But yeah, I mean, naughty, that's definitely going to go down in history for me. Simon Cowell called me naughty. Ooh.
It was definitely another moment. But Josh, I wanted to ask you, how are you preparing for your next set, which is going to be on September 7th? I know many comedians work out their stuff in front of an audience. Are you able to do that?
Yeah, so every chance I've been getting, I'll go to my local comedy club here in Denver and just run the set. They only give me 2 minutes to perform, which in comedy standards, that's not much time to even set up a joke, let alone get to the punchline. And then they want me to do 5 or 6 jokes in 2 minutes. So it's all about getting that timing down and still have the cadence that I like to have, but just pack it full of punchlines.
So are you, you're trying out these jokes and you're going to hone it down to 2 minutes then?
That's the goal. We shall see.
And can we expect more of your really funny, self-deprecating humor?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite thing is to throw myself under the bus for your entertainment.
Well, you know what, Josh, you really have done that. And like how he said, laughter is the best medicine. I just even love to smile the whole time, watching this show. I can't wait till your next performance.
Yeah, I'm ready now. I hate this waiting game. I'm just ready.
Before we do that, we unfortunately have to wrap up our happy hour, but I wanted to propose a toast to you, Josh, and your continued success on AGT.
Well, thank you. Cheers to that.
Cheers, Josh. Thanks for being with me.
My pleasure. Hopefully we'll talk again in the next round.
I would love to.
Awesome. Thank you.